Hi students, you know that derivatives of composite functions is an important concept in the study of derivatives. So let's solve some examples based on derivatives of composite functions. Students, you can find links for the concept of composite function and derivatives of composite functions in the description. Now let's move on to examples. For this question is C. Differentiate the following with respect to x. We are given the first function as log of 4 raised to 2x into bracket x square plus 5 upon root of 2x cube minus 4 whole bracket raised to 3 by 2. Here we have to find out derivative of this function. So in the solution, let the given function be y. See, we observe here that function is a composite function. But here it is quite complicated. Okay. If we use chain rule to differentiate this function at this stage, then that is going to be very lengthy and tedious. So here we have to use some other technique. Here we observe that the given function is a logarithmic term containing product of two functions. First one is 4 raised to 2x and second function is this bracket which is raised to power 3 by 2. So here we remember laws of logarithms. So if logarithmic term contains product of two terms, then by using law of product of logarithms, we can separate these two logs of these two functions. See, for logarithms, we have law of product like this. Log of mn, that means this product, m into n, we can write this log as log of m plus log of n to the same base. So, this law is useful for us to simplify this function. Students, here base is not written. Okay, so we are going to consider it as base e. Okay, now let's simplify this logarithmic term using law of product. Okay, so we have see log of 4 raised to 2x plus log of this bracket x square plus 5 upon square root of 2x cube minus 4 whole bracket raised to 3 by 2. Okay. You write law as a reason here. Okay. So now to the next step. See, here we observe that the terms in the logarithm are raised to some powers. In the first logarithmic term, 4 is raised to 2x, and in the second logarithmic term, this bracket is raised to 3 by 2. So again, using law of exponent, see, we have law of exponent as law of exponent gives us that log of m raised to n is equal to n into log of m to the same base a. Okay, so here this law is useful. See, this exponent 2x will multiply this logarithmic term, and here also this exponent 3 by 2 will multiply this logarithmic term. So using this law of exponent, we can write it as 2x into log 4 plus 3 by 2 into log of this bracket. So let's write this as x square plus 5, and at the denominator I am going to write this root as 2x cube minus 4 raised to half. Students, see here again this logarithmic term contains quotient. So we can simplify this logarithmic term using law of quotient. we have law of quotient as C. If log contains m by n quotient, then we can write it as log of m minus log of n. So using this law of quotient, we can simplify this term. So we have C 2x into log 4 plus 3 by 2 into C. We can write this quotient as log of x square plus 5 minus log of new denominator, which is 2x cube minus 4 raised to half. Okay. So again, see here, this logarithmic term contains term which is raised to half. So again, using law of exponent, we can multiply this exponent half to this logarithmic term. So to the next step, we have this term as it is 2x into log 4 plus, let's multiply this 3 by 2 to the bracket. So 3 by 2 into log of, see, it is x square plus 5 minus this 3 by 2 into this power is going to multiply log, so half into log of 2x cube minus 4. So we have, see, y is equal to 2x into log 4 plus 3 by 2 into log of x square plus 5 minus 3 by 4 into log of 2x cube minus 4. Students, see, this is how we have simplified this given complicated function to quite easy terms which are easy to differentiate using chain rule. Okay, so this is just because of the laws of logarithms. Okay. So here, laws of logarithms are worked as an important mathematical tool for the simplification of this function. Students, you can find link for logarithms in the description below. So let's differentiate this function y at this step. So differentiating with respect to x, we get see, dy by dx is equal to derivative of all these terms 2x into log 4 plus 3 by 2 into log of x square plus 5 minus 3 by 4 into log of 2x cube minus 4. Okay, so this derivative is nothing but derivative of this 2x into log 4 plus 3 by 2 constant. So 3 by 2 into derivative of this log of x square plus 5 minus 3 by 4 constant into derivative of again log of this term is 2x cube minus 4. Okay. See, for the sake of convenience, I have written the step on the last page here. Okay. See here, in this term 2 into log 4, this is constant. So it is 2 into log 4 into derivative of x. So derivative of x is 1. Okay. Plus this 3 by 2 constant. And let's multiply derivative of log of something. So here we have to use chain rule. So derivative of log of something, it is 1 upon something into derivative of something. see here, we know that derivative of log x is 1 upon x. So we have treated this x square plus 5 as something. So derivative of log of something is 1 upon something. Let's write it in bracket, 1 upon something into derivative of that something x square plus 5. So here we have used chain rule. Now for the next term, see minus 3 by 4 is constant. Again it is composition log of something. So here we have to use chain rule again. So it is 1 upon something, which is 2x cube minus 4, and we have to multiply derivative of this something function, which is 2x cube minus 4. Okay. So we have, see, this is 2 log 4 plus here 3 by 2 into, this is, let's write this at the denominator, x square plus 5 into derivative of x square plus 5. See, we know that derivative of x square is 2x. So this is 2x plus derivative of 5 is 0 since it is constant. Then next minus 3 by 4 into this term 2x cube minus 4, and we have to multiply derivative of this term 2x cube minus 4. See, 2 is constant and we know that derivative of x cube is 3x square. So multiply it by 3x square, and minus 4 is constant, so its derivative is 0. Therefore, see, this is 2 log 4. This 2 get cancelled here. So we have 3 into this x, 3x upon this x square plus 5 minus, see here, this 2 upon 4 is half and 3 into 3 is 9. So this is 9x square upon 2 into, see this bracket, 2x cube minus 4. So we have finally dy by dx is equal to, therefore dy by dx is equal to 2 into log 4 plus 3x upon x square plus 5 minus 9x square upon 2 into 2x cube minus 4. Then let's move to next example. The given function is log of a raised to cos x upon x square minus 3 bracket cube into log x. So we have to find out derivative of this given function. Okay, so in the solution, let the given function be y. See, here we observe that log contains quotient. At the numerator, function is a raised to cos x, and at denominator it is x square minus 3 cube into log x. So we are going to simplify this function instead of using chain rule at this step. Okay, so here law of quotient is useful. So see, let's revise law of quotient. See, log of m by n, we can write it as log of m minus log of n. So here we can write log of numerator, log of a raised to cos x minus log of denominator, this product. Okay, then to the next step, see again here log contains product of two terms, product of these two terms. So here we can use law of product to simplify this term. So what is law of product? We have law of product as, see, log of mn is equal to log m plus log n. Here m is this bracket and n is log x. So write first term as it is, log of a raised to cos x minus, see here we can write log of this first term x square minus 3 bracket cube plus log of second term which is log x. So simplifying this bracket we have, see, and again here law of exponent is used. What is law of exponent? See, law of exponent gives us log of m raised to n is equal to n into log m. So this law is used here. See, this exponent cos x is multiplied to log cos x into log a minus this exponent 3 is multiplied. So 3 into log of x square minus 3. Since it is minus sign out of bracket, so this plus becomes minus and this is log of log x. In this way, we have simplified the given function y using laws of logarithms. So we have y is equal to cos x into log a minus 3 into log of x square minus 3 minus log of log x. So let's differentiate this function at this step. Differentiating with respect to x, we get dy by dx is equal to derivative of all these three terms, cos x into log a minus 3 into log of x square minus 3 minus log of log x. Now see here log a is constant, so multiply log a to the derivative of cos x minus again 3 is constant, so this derivative is 3 into derivative of log of x square minus 3 and minus derivative of log x. Then let's write these derivatives to the next step. So here log a as it is, since it is constant, derivative of cos x is minus sin x minus 3 into, see here it is composition, so derivative of log of x square minus 3 is 1 upon x square minus 3 into derivative of x square minus 3. So we have treated it as log of something, derivative is 1 upon something into derivative of something which is x square minus 3. Again here it is composition log of log x. So treat it as log of something. So derivative is 1 upon something into derivative of something which is log x. So see first term as it is minus log a into sin x minus 3 by this x square minus 3 and see this derivative of x square is 2x and derivative of 3 which is constant, so it is 0. So this derivative is 2x minus 0. Again 1 upon log x as it is into derivative of log x is 1 upon x. So finally we have dy by dx is equal to minus log a sin x minus this 3 into 2x is 6x minus 6x upon x square minus 3 and it is minus 1 upon x log x. This is the required derivative. Students, you solve this example at your own again, okay, to practice. Then let's move to next example. The given function is 25 raised to log of sec x to the base 5 minus 16 raised to log of tan x to the base 4. We have to find out derivative of this function. So in the solution, let the given function be y. See here, we find here it is base is 25 and at the exponent there is a logarithmic term for which base is 5. So here we observe this connection. See, base is 5 here and here base is 25. So we can write this 25 as 5 square so that we can make both bases same. Again here, see, here base is 16 and at the exponent there is logarithmic term with base 4. So again here we can write 16 as 4 square so that we can make both the bases same. remembering one formula like these two terms, see, we have b raised to log m to the base b is equal to m. When one term is raised to logarithmic term with same base, then we can write it as m. Students, see, if this formula is in your mind, then only you can recall here to use in this situation. So, let's use this. See, we can write this 25 as 5 square, exponent as it is, 16 as 4 square, exponent as it is. So, by rules of indices, we can multiply this 2 to this logarithmic term. So 5 raised to 2 into log of sec x to the base 5 minus, again same here, 4 raised to 2 is multiplied to this logarithmic term. So see, now again we have to use law of exponent here. We are going to raise these 2 to the term in the logarithm. So we can write it as, see, 5 raised to log of sec x square. This 2 is raised here by using law of exponent. Again same here, 4 raised to, this 2 is raised to term in the logarithm. So we have 4 raised to log of tan x bracket square to the base 4. Now these two terms are just like this result. See, b raised to log m to the base b. Here it is base is 5. It is raised to log of sec x square. So here base is again 5. So base for this exponential term is 5 and at the exponent base is again 5. So for this term we can write just sec x bracket square using this result. And same for the next term. See here, b is 4 and in the logarithmic term also base is same 4. So using this result we can write this term just as tan x square. Okay, so you write down this term as just sec x bracket square minus this is tan x bracket square. See how this formula is useful to us. Okay, so we can write here reason also. Since b raised to log of m to the base b, we write it as m. Okay, this is important step. So we can write this sec x bracket square as sec square of x minus again this tan x bracket square as tan square of x. We know that using identity in trigonometry, see, we have 1 plus tan square x is equal to sec square of x. So we have sec square of x minus tan square of x is 1. So using this identity here we can write it as this is 1 and therefore we have y is equal to 1. See, using laws from logarithm we have simplified the given function in this way. So finally we have y is equal to 1 and now it's very easy to differentiate this simplified y at this step. So differentiating with respect to x, we get dy by dx is equal to derivative of 1 and 1 is constant, so its derivative is 0 and so we have dy by dx is equal to 0. So this is how the solution. You again try this solution at your own for practice. Then let's move to next problem. The given function is, see, log of square root of 1 plus cos of phi x by 2 upon 1 minus cos of phi x by 2. So in the solution you write down the given function as y. See here again we have logarithmic function here and it is a composition. So if we use chain rule to find out derivative of this function at this step, then that is going to be very lengthy and tedious. So we are not going to use chain rule at this step. So we try to simplify this function. See, in the above three examples, we have simplified the given function, logarithmic function, using laws of logarithms to get simple function. But here we observe that if we apply laws of logarithms here, then we are going to get the logarithmic terms containing this term 1 plus cos of phi x by 2 and 1 minus cos of phi x by 2, which is again will be lengthy and tedious. So here we are not using laws of logarithms to simplify this function. Let's think of some other technique. See, the square root contains trigonometric terms 1 plus cos and 1 minus cos, and we find these terms in trigonometry like, see, let's recall results from trigonometry. We have 1 plus cos 2 theta. We can write it as 2 cos square theta. Remember this formula from trigonometry. And also we have 1 minus cos 2 theta is equal to 2 sine square theta. See, these two formulas are going to be useful here. So once again, here you note that if you have these two formulas in your mind, then only you can recall them to use here. So you recall the statement, formula is king and concept is queen to rule kingdom of maths. So see again, this is here 1 plus cos 2 theta, angle is 2 theta here, and in the conversion it is halved. It is theta here. So angle becomes half in the conversion. Mechanically you keep in mind this. Again here it is angle 2 theta, and in the conversion it is halved. It is just theta here. So here the conversion is going to be like, see, we can write this as log of, see, log of square root of, we are going to convert this 1 plus cos term. So using this result 1 plus cos 2 theta is equal to 2 cos square theta, we can write this 1 plus cos as 2 into cos square of, see, phi x upon 2 upon 2. Okay, in the conversion angle is going to become half upon, see, here 1 minus cos 2 theta is useful. So using this result we can write 2 sine square theta. So here theta is phi x by 2 upon 2. Okay. So here we have used results. 1 plus cos 2 theta is equal to 2 cos square theta, and 1 minus cos 2 theta is equal to 2 sine square theta. You write down all such recalled results at the top margin of your notebook. Okay. See here, these two get cancelled and we have, see, log of square root of cos square of this angle is phi x upon 4 upon, at the denominator we have sine square of, and angle is phi x by 4. Okay. Here we can write this cos square upon sine square as cos upon sine bracket square, and we know that cos upon sine is cot. So we can write this term as log of, see, log of square root of cot square of 5x by 4. Using trigonometry, we are simplifying the given function, and now we can eliminate this square root since it contains square term, and therefore we have log of, this is log of cot of 5x by 4. Okay. Here, in this way, we have simplified the given function y to get this simplified function. Now, at this step, we can differentiate this y using chain rule. This is composition and this is composite function, and we can use chain rule to find out derivative of this log of something term. So let's differentiate at this step. Differentiating with respect to x, we get dy by dx is equal to d by dx of this log of cot of 5x by 4. So let's treat it as log of something. So derivative is 1 upon something. See, 1 upon something, and that something function is cot of 5x by 4 into derivative of something, which is cot of 5x by 4. Chain rule is used here. Again, see here, 1 upon cot of 5x by 4, we can write it as tan of 5x by 4, since we know that in trigonometry reciprocal of cot term is tan. So we can write it as tan of 5x by 4. Tan of 5x by 4 into, we know that derivative of cot x is minus cos x square x. We know the standard result, derivative of cot x as minus cos x square x. So treat this composite function as cot of something. So its derivative is minus cos x square of something, minus cos x square of something, which is 5x by 4, and you multiply derivative of this something function. So it is 5x by 4. Again, we have used chain rule here. Then for some trigonometric simplification, let's write this tan term as sine upon cos. So we write here as sine of 5x upon 4 upon cos of 5x by 4 into, see, this is minus 1, and we write cos x square of 5x by 4 as 1 upon sine square of 5x by 4, so that we can simplify these trigonometric terms. And finally you multiply derivative of 5x by 4 here, which is 5 by 4. See, after this step, this sine term is going to cancel, and at the numerator we have minus 5, and at denominator we have 4 into cos of 5x by 4 into sine of 5x by 4. So see, at the next step we find that it is minus 5 at numerator, and I have written this 4 as 2 into 2 into sine of 5x by 4 into cos of 5x by 4. Once again here you remember one more result from trigonometry. See, we know that 2 into sine theta into cos theta is sine 2 theta. Okay, so here we find terms like this formula. We have 2 into sine of this angle into cos of same angle. So we can convert these three terms to sine of 2 into this angle. So again we are going to use result from trigonometry. Okay, so here we can write this term as minus 5 upon this 2 as it is. These three terms converted to sine of 2 into angle 5x by 4. since we have used result here, write down here result, sin theta into cos theta is equal to sin 2 theta. Okay, so this is, see, finally we have minus 5 by 2, and let's convert this 1 upon sine to cosec, and finally we have dy by dx is equal to minus 5 by 2 into cosec of this 2 by 4 is 2, so it is 5x by 2, and this is the required derivative. Students, again you go through this solution at your own. Remember all the results used from trigonometry properly. Trigonometry is going to be very important tool to solve derivatives again. Okay, so formulas from trigonometry are also important. Students, finally, like, share, subscribe and click the bell icon to get notifications of all new videos. Thank you for watching.